Hey everyone! Guess who the biggest boss in the forest is tonight? It's not the lion, and it's definitely not the tiger either. It's a creature that looks super cute, with big round eyes that seem all wide and innocent, but is actually one of the most perfect killing machines in nature. That's right, we're talking about the owl. Can you believe that an owl can fly right over your head, less than a meter away, and you won't hear a single sound? This isn't some movie trick either. Scientists actually tested this with ultra-sensitive sound measuring equipment, and the result was owls fly almost completely silent. So sit tight, take a breath, because today we're going to strip away all the chilling secrets of this night assassin, from how it hunts to its fearsome enemies out in the wild, to how it fights back to survive night after night. If eagles or hawks are like the show-off types, blazing through the sky at lightning speed to chase their prey into a panicked run, owls are way more chill. They're the stealthy assassin type, dressed in black, gliding through the darkness, then vanishing before anyone even realizes what just happened. It doesn't need to be fast at all. It just needs silence. And trust me, out in the wild, silence is 100 times scarier than speed. So the question is, how does a bird weighing several pounds manage to fly so smoothly and quietly? The secret lies right in its wings, what people jokingly call nature's stealth armor. The leading edge of an owl's wing isn't smooth like other birds. It has a row of jagged, comb-like feathers, playfully nicknamed the wind-shredding comb. This comb breaks up the large, noisy airflow into thousands of tiny, gentle streams of air. Then, the trailing edge of the wing is soft as silk, muffling whatever sound is left over. On top of that, the entire wing surface is covered with a layer of velvety soft down that absorbs any remaining sound, just like a sponge soaking up water. The end result? A flying machine that glides smoothly, silently, built for stalking prey in the dark of night. But hold on, here's where it gets mind-bending. In theory, the quieter something is, the weaker and slower it tends to be. Kind of like how the smoother a car rides, the less power it usually has. So why can an owl fly so quietly and still glide with pinpoint precision down to the centimeter, swooping in on prey in pitch-black darkness where normal eyesight is basically useless? This is the puzzle that had scientists scratching their heads for decades. And the answer turned out to be brilliant. Those jagged, comb-like feathers don't block the airflow at all. Instead, they guide the air smoothly through, significantly reducing the turbulence that's actually responsible for noise, without losing any lift at all. In other words, the owl doesn't have to trade speed for silence. It evolved something far smarter. Precision airflow control, like a genuine aerospace engineer trained by nature over millions of years. In fact, aerospace and military engineers today are still studying the structure of owl wings to apply to aircraft, fans, and even submarines, in an effort to reduce noise as much as possible. Just think about it. This little bird was way ahead of humanity's entire aviation industry by millions of years. But flying quietly alone isn't enough to be the boss. Owls have a whole other arsenal of impressive weapons too. First off, their ears. Sounds normal enough, but actually, an owl's two ear openings are placed asymmetrically, one higher and one lower. Sounds illogical, right? But that very asymmetry is what allows owls to pinpoint prey with such accuracy that they can hear a mouse shuffling around beneath a thick layer of snow without even needing to see it. It's basically hearing out an entire 3D map in its head. Just one tiny rustling sound, and the owl's brain instantly calculates how far away the prey is, which direction, how deep under the snow or dry leaves. Then it dives down with terrifying accuracy, like it's got built-in GPS. Then there are those big round eyes. You'd think they're just for looking cute, right? Wrong. An owl's eyes are so large they take up almost its entire skull, gathering up to 100 times more light than human eyes in the dark. But in exchange, its eyes are fixed rigidly in their sockets. They can't roll around like ours can. That's why owls have to twist their necks up to 270 degrees, almost a full turn, to compensate. It's both adorable and a little creepy if you imagine that happening in the middle of the night, right? And there's more. An owl's neck has 14 vertebrae, nearly double what humans have. Plus, a special blood vessel system that keeps blood flowing steadily to the brain, no matter how twisted the neck gets. If a human tried twisting like that, they'd probably pass out from lack of blood flow to the brain instantly. But for an owl, it's just another day at the office. And here's the part that gives many people chills: how an owl actually strikes its prey. Once it's pinpointed the exact location, it glides in silently, lowering altitude bit by bit, making absolutely no sound so the prey has no chance to react. At the final moment, it spreads its talons wide, sharp as knives, and clamps down on the prey with enough force to break bones instantly. Many large owl species can even snatch up a rabbit or squirrel heavier than their own body weight, then fly off smoothly as if nothing happened at all. Truly the mark of a professional assassin. One strike, clean, decisive, no trace left behind. As powerful as that sounds, owls aren't invincible either. Out in the wild, they still have plenty of formidable enemies. Larger eagles and hawks can absolutely attack and eat owls, especially during the day when owls are drowsy and their reflexes are much slower. Foxes and weasels are also a significant threat, especially to owls nesting on the ground or in low tree hollows. Snakes are a major danger too, particularly to eggs and young owlets still in the nest, as they can slither up to places parent owls often can't detect in time. And oddly enough, smaller birds turn out to be the most annoying enemy of owls during the daytime. When small birds like crows or sparrows spot a sleeping owl, they'll gang up, screech loudly, and even dive bomb and peck at it to drive it away. This behavior is called mobbing. Basically like the whole neighborhood ganging up on a cornered burglar. Sometimes, a dozen small birds will surround one large owl, forcing it to flee in embarrassment, even though it's far stronger. So how does the owl handle these threats? The most common tactic is top-tier camouflage. An owl's feathers are often colored to match tree bark or rock, allowing it to become nearly invisible during the day while sleeping on a branch. Many species can also stand up straight, shrink their bodies, and half close their eyes to look exactly like a dead tree stump, so predators passing by won't even give them a second glance. If it does get spotted, the owl switches tactics immediately, puffing up its feathers, standing tall, spreading its wings to appear bigger and more intimidating in order to scare off the threat. Some species will even fake an injury or hiss like a snake to frighten off attackers, making them hesitate and back away. And if it really comes down to a fight, don't underestimate it. An owl's talons grip with incredible force, capable of causing serious damage to any enemy that dares get too close, even ones much larger than itself. Interestingly, despite having such a fearsome arsenal, owls actually play a crucial role in the ecosystem. A single adult owl can eat hundreds of mice a year, naturally helping control rodent populations and protecting farmers' crops without the need for pesticides or mouse traps. That's why, in many places around the world, people build artificial nesting boxes to attract owls to live near farmland, turning this night assassin into a quiet, trusted ally of farmers. So now you understand why, in the dark of the forest, the scariest thing isn't a growl or the sound of heavy footsteps. It's the complete silence right behind you. A creature that looks so gentle, with wide, innocent eyes, actually possesses cutting-edge hunting technology that humans are still working to replicate to build quieter planes and submarines, along with hearing, vision, and combat abilities that make any enemy think twice. Nature truly still has so much to teach us to be in awe of. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new about the wild animal kingdom, don't hesitate to hit that like button right now. And if you haven't subscribed to Wild Area yet, what are you waiting for? Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next exciting video about the animal kingdom. See you in the next video. Bye, everyone.